number on your screen now. See if foreign currency investing is for you.
Hey, you're going to want to stay tuned for WTVY News 4 this morning.
Shocking audio tapes played in court at the trial of the missing Max Factor heir. How a woman cops say he attacked tricked him.
Dude, what did you put in my drink?
Liquid X.
Controversy over a new commercial. Many women find it offensive.
This kind of advertising is unacceptable.
But men?
Who wouldn't want to watch that?
This spot is really a spoof.
Hannah looks sick, but cops say her family fooled everyone. A husband, wife, and grandmother hauled into court, charged with pretending Hannah was dying. Then, when superstar women make over their men.
They can't resist giving them a glamour makeover.
Ben now.
Look at Ben now. The combed back hair, the elegant suits.
From Courtney Cox to Catherine Zeta-Jones, how they made over their men. Plus, hot new puppy breeds. And sneak peek at a hot scene from tonight's Bachelorette. Now, Inside Edition with Deborah Norville.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Closing arguments are due in the case of the cosmetics heir on the run from date rape charges. The case against Max Factor heir Andrew Luster ended after the jury heard secret tapes of Luster made by one of his alleged victims. Steve Noble reports.
Dude, what did you put in my drink?
Liquid X.
You're listening to millionaire rape suspect Andrew Luster on a police audio tape. He's not in court because he's a fugitive on the run, but his voice is being heard. On the tape played in court, he's admitting he gave an alleged victim Liquid X, better known as the date rape drug GHB.
Why did you think you had to do that anyway the last time?
I didn't.
You didn't think you had to, or you... Whatever.
No, you asked.
I asked?
I asked if you wanted to do X.
I didn't remember. I, was surprised you put that stuff in my drink, dude.
Well, I'm sorry.
What the heir to the Max Factor fortune didn't know is that he was being taped, and Ventura, California detectives were listening. In July of 2000, they set up a call between the alleged victim, known as Carrie Doe, and Luster. The woman said Luster raped her at his beachfront house 2 days before, and now police were using her to get Luster to admit it so they could bust him.
Like, I'm not on the pill or anything, and did we?
Have sex?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Like, I'm kind of worried, like, that I could get pregnant or something.
Uh-huh. I'm actually pretty infertile.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got nailed in the with my surfboard knife.
The call was enough for cops to nail Luster. They say he videotaped his sex acts with the unconscious woman. This image of Luster narrating the videotape was played in court. The 39-year-old millionaire has pled not guilty. He has claimed the woman and the two others he's accused of drugging, raping, and videotaping engaged in consensual sex. But Luster wasn't in court to hear the tapes or the testimony of the women. He skipped his $1 million bail. And even though he's been on the lam for more than 10 days, jurors only learned Monday that the millionaire fled and possibly left the country. Where do you think he might be?
At this point, he could be anywhere. We have a number of leads. We're still trying to determine what leads are good and which ones aren't.
But until cops find Luster, all jurors will see is his empty chair, and all they'll hear is his voice on tape.
You don't have to drug me to have sex with me this time, okay?
Okay.
Police tell us that they believe Andrew Luster has been planning his getaway since early December. If he's found guilty on all 87 counts against him, Luster could receive life in prison. With the football playoffs this weekend and the Super Bowl right after that, some eye-popping commercials are hitting the airwaves, and one beer ad that's already running has ignited a controversy. Paul Boyd tells us why.
Doesn't Miller Lite taste great?
Miller Lite's new commercial called Cat Fight features two nearly naked ladies wrestling over the qualities of their favorite beer. But is the TV ad sexy or sexist? Hundreds have contacted Miller to complain. Members of the women's rights group, the Third Wave Foundation, have their own concerns about the commercial.
It's really disappointing and actually pretty outrageous to see Miller stooping to this kind of imagery to sell beer.
Most of those complaining about the ad are married mothers over 40, but Tom Vick, Miller Lite brand manager, calls the beer commercial, which started airing January 1st, mainly during football games, nothing more than a spoof of guys' fantasies aimed at their target audience, 21 to 31-year-old beer drinkers.
What we do is capture that wonderful tension between guys and women, and that makes, life fun, and we're just having fun with it.
And when the Swedish bikini team came downstream.
Mixing beer and babes is nothing new. Remember old Milwaukee's Swedish bikini team? But times have changed, and lately beer companies have been focusing on humor. So why resort to this?
This spot is really a spoof. It's a very funny spot.
Now it's Miller's time to face their critics.
I thought we'd move beyond showing half-naked women as a way to sell products.
But guys soaking up the suds at New York's Mickey Mantle's restaurant don't see what the big deal is.
It's two beautiful women fighting over a Miller Lite, that's all right with me.
Well, racy as this ad is, there is an even naughtier Miller ad that's running on cable TV. And actor Mel Gibson says he expects controversy because of his latest film project. He's directing a movie about the final hours of Jesus Christ, which he says is about faith, hope, love, and forgiveness. But April Woodard reports that Gibson says his movie is also making him a lot of enemies.
I think I refer to it as the career killer film.
Mel Gibson may be joking about that, but he's dead serious about the movie he's making. He spoke about it at a press conference in Rome.
It's about the last 12 hours in the life of Christ.
Now get ready for the most amazing part about The Passion, currently being shot in Rome with Jim Caviezel as Jesus. It's a graphic depiction of the death of Christ. The dialogue is in Latin and Aramaic, and there won't be any subtitles.
Nobody wants to touch something in two dead languages. They think I'm insane, and maybe I am.
This controversial film has brought Gibson the kind of attention he could do without, as he explained on Fox News' The O'Reilly Factor.
When you do touch this subject, it does have a lot of enemies. Since I've been in Rome here, I know that there are people sent from reputable publications who, they go about, while you're busy over here, they start digging into your private life and sort of getting into your banking affairs and any charities you might be involved in, and then they start bothering your friends and your business associates and harassing your family, including my 85-year-old father.
Do you believe it's because you're making this movie about Jesus?
I think it is, yeah.
According to a published report, one of those publications is the New York Times. The newspaper did not return calls from Inside Edition.
It seems like he's just asking for controversy.
New York Magazine contributing editor Sarah Bernard.
I think he is alienating his audience by having the movie in Latin and Aramaic with no subtitles. It doesn't make it a very user-friendly movie. People go to the movies to escape, to have a sort of easy, relaxing time, and this movie is going to be hard work to watch.
Gibson's own passion for his religion is well known. This devout Catholic and father of 7 reportedly has Latin services held at a chapel on the grounds of his home. And the fact that he's able to make a movie like this in languages few can even understand is something of a miracle in itself.
Maybe I'm a genius.
Gibson says he's exploring Jesus' life to show, quote, the extent of the sacrifice willingly taken. Mark Helgenberger talks about romance. We're at the premiere of the new movie, A Guy Thing, and there's a preview coming up right now of The Bachelorette. Stacey Galante with today's Newswire.
Things are steaming up quite nicely on tonight's episode of The Bachelorette. It seems only a natural progression that Trista would get all sudsy with one of the hopeful bachelors. But she admits she might not be clicking with this shower mate.
I like things to happen naturally, and I feel like sometimes it's just a little bit forced between Jamie and I.
It's a sure thing millions will be watching Trista's continued search for Love American TV style tonight on ABC. The Los Angeles premiere of the movie A Guy Thing brought out Hollywood veterans and the fresh-faced stars of the romantic comedy. Julia Stiles, Jason Lee, and Selma Blair play characters caught in a love triangle. So what is A Guy Thing?
It's a good excuse for getting out of trouble.
CSI star and Golden Globe nominee Marg Helgenberger and her husband of 13 years, the Guardian's Alan Rosenberg, helped kick off this year's Godiva Valentine's Day promotion. In past years, the chocolate company has given a lucky woman a prize. This year, a couple will get these amazing cars. Some prize, but as good as a Golden Globe?
I'm still debating on over a couple of dresses. Alan seemed to like one that was really hot.
You can see which one she picks if you watch the Golden Globes, which will be handed out on Sunday evening.
Next, Hannah looks sick, but cops say her family fooled everyone. A husband, wife, and grandmother hauled into court, charged with pretending Hannah was dying. Then, when superstar women make over their men.
They can't resist giving them a glamour makeover.
Ben now.
Look at Ben now. The combed back hair.
From Courtney Cox to Catherine Zeta-Jones, how they made over their men and hot new puppy breeds. Inside Edition with Deborah Norville will be right back.
Valentine's Day, the most important day of the year to show someone how much you really love them. Out on a Whim is filled with the ultimate in Valentine's Day cards and gifts. So to start a spark, rekindle the flame, or to keep the fires burning, giving a gift from Out on a Whim will do all that and much more. Out on a Whim, 1515 Hartford Highway, inside the Circle, Dothan, 794-8069.
A lot of people think that hosting a show like Wheel of Fortune is nothing but fun and games.
Yeah, it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
You take some big money, add a dash of excitement,
Throw in a lot of laughs.
and you have all the ingredients for the most exciting half hour on television.
Wheel of Fortune. Give it a spin.
Weeknights at 6:30 on WTVY News 4.
Use Splish and Splash. Splish and Splash. Now your pasta's going down the drain, and your family's got hunger pains. Not anymore. Introducing Pasta Pro Cooker, the spill-free way to cook, drain, and serve perfect pasta. Just place in your favorite pasta. When it's ready, turn the lid to the locking position. Then easily pour the water out and keep the pasta in. Now you can cook, drain, and serve mountains of spaghetti all in one saucepan. Make delicious linguine with clams with no extra dishes. Pasta Pro is so dependable, not even a heavy sack of potatoes can remove the top. You can cook, drain, mix, and serve mashed potatoes all in one saucepan. Order the Pasta Pro Cooker with a quick and easy recipe guide for just $19.95. But wait, there's more. We'll include this amazing cheese grater free. Call right now and receive another Pasta Pro Cooker absolutely free. This incredible $60 value is all yours for just $19.95.
Call 1-800-493-0505 and order the Pasta Pro for just $19.95. This incredible offer won't last, so order now.
A horrible story out of Ohio today where a set of parents and a grandmother are under arrest, charged with a money-making scam that used their child. As Paul Boyd reports, police say the trio shaved the little girl's head and drugged her to make her seem like a cancer victim, just to get money.
7-year-old Hannah Milbrandt tugged at the heartstrings of everyone who saw her. An apparent leukemia victim. Her hair was shorn, and despite treatment, she was reportedly dying. Townsfolk in Urbana, Ohio, donated $10,000 to help her and her family, much of it placed in collection boxes like this one around town. School children wrote Hannah moving get-well letters.
Hey, can you tell us why you used your daughter as a pawn in this thing?
But prosecutors say it was all a cynical hoax. Little Hannah does not have cancer. She was allegedly persuaded to play the part of a sick child by her mother. Now, 35-year-old Teresa Milbrandt, her husband Robert...
Got any comments about the people that you scammed?
...and Hannah's grandma, Mary Russell, have been charged with theft and felony child endangerment. The ruse involved shaving the child's head, giving her drugs, and making her wear a large bandage, according to prosecutors. The 3 accused were arraigned in court in Urbana Wednesday.
Would you like me to appoint him to represent you?
Mark Feinstein, attorney for the child's father, said his client knew nothing of the scam.
He's in love with his wife, and he believes she's sick.
He said Robert Milbrandt's main concern right now is Hannah.
The daughter is out of the home, and he's in an emotional state right now where he not only feels like his wife is sick, but his daughter is out of his presence, and he intends to stand by his wife.
Kevin Talibi is attorney for the mother.
She's very concerned about Hannah. She understands the concerns that are out there that Children's Services has. She's cooperating with Children's Services. She's doing absolutely everything that they ask her to do.
There have been other high-profile cancer scams. In 2000, this woman, Kristen Cloudery, conned people in South Boston into donating $40,000 for treatments. In this new case in Ohio, the victims aren't just those who donated money, but a cute little 7-year-old girl.
Hannah is now in foster care, and officials tell us she is in good health. Still to come, have you noticed Ben Affleck's been looking much spiffier since hooking up with J-Lo? Lots of stars like Madonna, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Courtney Cox are making over their men.
Plus, mix a Labrador and a poodle, and you get a Labradoodle. We'll show you new bizarre breeds of mixed-up dogs. Production assistance for Inside Edition provided by...
Every surgery is different, but they can all lead to scars. For my patients, I recommend Mederma to help reduce the appearance of scars. Mederma, skincare for scars.
Coming up, celebrities who make over their mates, and today's Inside Info, what percentage of women buy clothes for their husbands or boyfriends?
Hate going to the dentist? Massages, refreshments, and movies could change everything. New spa-like dentistry. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Have you ever wanted to develop your artistic abilities? If so, you may already have the interest and desire needed to become a serious art student. To find out, simply call toll-free, and Art Instruction Schools will send you this enjoyable art test. There's no cost or obligation. Take the test at home in your spare time and mail it to us when you're done. Our experts will review and score your test. Since 1914, we've helped thousands of aspiring artists become more skilled, more confident, and more creative in their art. Whether you're interested in realism or fantasy, figure drawing or cartooning, you can pursue your vision under the expert guidance of our talented instructors. Call today for your free art test. We'll help you become a better artist. Call 1-800-216-5511.
We here at WTVY Sports are committed to the best high school basketball coverage in the area.
Yeah, I'm from Indiana, where basketball's in my blood, and I can tell you this is my favorite time of the year.
So join us this fall as we cover your favorite teams.
Cut. Now we're done with the promo. You want to shoot some hoop? I really don't want to get too sweaty.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up this hair. You want to go eat?
Here.
In sports, they say the best defense is a good offense. This is especially true if you're one of the 16 million Americans who suffer from diabetes. Few people realize that diabetes is responsible for 87,000 lower limb amputations each year, most of which could have been prevented with early detection. So win the fight against this dangerous disease. If you've been diagnosed with diabetes or suspect that you are at risk, see a podiatrist. And check your feet daily for slow-healing cuts and sores, swelling, redness, and numbness. Remember, when it comes to diabetes, it's what you don't feel that can hurt you. For more information about diabetes, call 1-800-FOOT-CARE or visit the APMA website at www.apma.org.
This message brought to you by the American Podiatric Medical Association.
Today's Inside Info, what percentage of women buy clothes for their husbands or boyfriends? It's 56%. It happens all the time. A couple falls in love, and then she tries to change him. Well, as April Woodard reports, stars are just as apt to remake their men as the next girl.
It's a good guess that Madonna wears the pants in her marriage to filmmaker Guy Ritchie. It's also a good guess that she picked out the pants he's wearing. She is one of several superstar women who put their style stamp on their men.
Some of Hollywood's most glamorous gals have fallen for some real rough, regular guys. and they want to give them the polished panache and elegance of leading men.
Before Madonna, Guy Ritchie was often called a man's man, rough and tumble. Now he's completely under her influential fashion spell. Madonna has been known to go shopping for him.
Now Madonna has him in tuxedos and fine attire when they step out onto town.
Few would call Ben Affleck stylish. That is until he hooked up with J-Lo. Think about it. Would you have ever in a million years have expected him to look sexy and pouty in a music video? If you compare pictures of him from a couple of years ago to his look today, well, it's pretty amazing.
J-Lo had her hairstylist give Ben a whole new groomed comeback look. She's had her designers fit him just right.
Catherine Zeta-Jones doesn't want her husband, Michael Douglas, to look like he's 59 years old. Not long ago, he was pretty gray. But that's a thing of the past. Since he married Jones, he's blonder, thinner, and hipper. David Arquette had never been known as a fashion plate, but Courtney Cox has made him look much better since they've been together. The New York store Jeffrey is a magnet for stars, looking for the latest design.
So, Don, do the starlets come here shopping for their men?
Oh, absolutely they do. Absolutely. Quite often.
So can you kiss and tell, or?
No, we never kiss and tell who.
Even if you're not Madonna, you can do a little makeover work on your own man with the help of a new book aptly titled Make Over Your Man.
What is the key in making over your man?
You know, I think women need to really take a moment to try to meet their men where they are. So if he's a casual guy, you don't want to try to put him in a three-piece suit. You certainly want to meet him in his comfort zones.
Author Lloyd Boston shows us ladies how to do a simple, painless makeover job with the help of model Chris Paul. Now, Chris is wearing an everyday guy look, a pullover and jeans. What would give him a quick style boost? Take a look. Why does this work, Lloyd?
You know, there are three easy pieces here, and that's what makes Tommy Hilfiger so great. A wonderful turtleneck, which all guys can wear. A great jacket, which is sporty, but it's also a little sophisticated, and it feels so touchable. Flat front pants, so it's a little bit more modern, but they're just as comfortable as any pair of jeans.
So if you've ever wondered if you have anything in common with Madonna, J-Lo, or Catherine Zeta-Jones, it may be the desire to create your own Prince Charming.
And if you're wondering what the first thing is women notice about the way a guy is dressed, it's his shoes. Coming up, why would anyone want to change a perfectly pettable Labrador? We'll tell you right after this. On today's Inside Track, the life story of Hollywood Madam Heidi Fleiss is coming to the big screen. Do you know who producers hope will play the infamous Fleiss? Is it Nicole Kidman, Lara Flynn Boyle, or Courtney Cox? The answer when we come back.
Production assistance for Inside Edition provided by...
Can your nails do this and not break? They can with Nutrinail Power Gel. It makes natural nails hard as wraps to prevent nail breakage. Nutrinail Power Gel.
Stay tuned. There's more Inside Edition to come.
When you have acid reflux disease, heartburn boils up again and again.
As bad as the heartburn can be, the real threat is what lies beneath.
Over time, that burning acid could wear away the lining of your esophagus. And even if your heartburn symptoms aren't severe, the damage can be.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Your doctor knows about a purple pill called Nexium. Nexium goes to the source of the problem, actually reducing the amount of acid your body creates.
For many people, one prescription Nexium a day provides complete 24-hour...
day and night heartburn relief.
And importantly, Nexium is proven to heal acid reflux erosions in the esophagus. Other serious stomach conditions may still exist. The most common side effects of Nexium are headache, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. Talk to your doctor and call this number for more information and a free trial offer for Nexium.
Relieve the heartburn, heal the damage. It's possible with the purple pill called Nexium.
You know, I just love these things. The crunchy outside, soft inside, definitely addictive. I just don't know why there's a cat on the back.
Whiskas Temptations cat treats. Cats can't resist.
Can I get some water?
Right now, try our new Papa Cinepie, absolutely free when you buy a large one-topping Papa John's pizza for just $9.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
So do you know who producers hope to cast as the infamous Hollywood madam, Heidi Fleiss? It's Oscar nominee Nicole Kidman, reports Hollywood trade paper Daily Variety. Fleiss was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison for providing prostitutes to Tinseltown royalty. No word on whether Kidman's interested in the role. And up next, they must be flipping out at the Kennel Club. We'll show you a whole new bunch of dogs right after this.
Attention, people without dental insurance. Now you too can save money whenever you visit the dentist with the People's Dental Plan. This discount plan saves you from 20 to 50% or more on virtually all dental procedures, guaranteed. You'll save on cleanings, root canals, braces, fillings, x-rays, crowns, dentures, and so much more at almost 20,000 locations nationwide. There are no claim forms. Just show your card for on-the-spot savings whenever you go to the dentist. This affordable plan costs less than $10 a month and covers your whole family, so it could more than pay for itself your very first visit. But as a special offer, call now and pay just $4.95 for the first month, a savings of $5 off the regular price. There are no limits on use or on how much you can save. So save from 20 to 50% or more on virtually all dental procedures, guaranteed. Get the People's Dental Plan today.
Call 1-800-982-4400 for free information on the People's Dental Plan. Call now.
The next Inside Edition, a couple thrown in jail for what they put in their suitcase.
We didn't expect this to happen.
Hauled off an airplane and thrown in jail for 3 days. Then all charges dropped. Wait till you hear why. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Finally, today's Shorty, Labradoodle, and Pompoo. They sound like characters from a new animated show, but they're actually names of new breeds of dogs. And if the names sound ugly, April Woodard tells us the animals are anything but.
Check out these furry little guys. They're actually brand new breeds, hot off the press. These pups are the result of crossing two pure breeds together. For example, take a Labrador plus a standard-sized poodle, and that equals a Labradoodle.
Hershey hugs.
Meet Hershey. She's a 6-month-old Labradoodle owned by the Schisler family from Queens, New York.
I've always had labs my whole life, and here I can get a lab that doesn't shed.
Hershey, because of her poodle heritage, has a non-shedding coat, which is great because Donna Schisler has an allergy to pet dander.
Well, I was very happy that I wouldn't sneeze from her, and plus I didn't have to clean up the mess.
We went to Rainbow Park, the Puppy Place, a breeder in Toronto where poodle mixes are born.
The combination of these two makes a Pompoo.
Let's break that down. A Pomeranian plus a miniature poodle equals a Pompoo.
The Pekingese with a miniature poodle, and we're going to produce Peekapoos.
One more time, it's a Pekingese plus a miniature poodle equals a Peekapoo. Dan Ripken from Carlsbad, California, is the proud owner of this little cutie patootie named Coco.
Somebody, not me, said he should be called a Shorty. So I guess that's the best you can do with Shih Tzu and Yorkie.
Jan wanted a first-generation pup from 2 different pure breeds because that way her mutt would be healthier. But if it's a Peekapoo or a Labradoodle that caught your eye during this feast, all this cuteness doesn't come cheap. Anywhere from $500 and up. Sure to take a bite out of your bank account.
Boy, they're cute. That's Inside Edition for today. I'm Deborah Norville. Thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow when we talk to a couple arrested at the airport for what they had in their suitcase. They'll tell us why the charges were dropped. Plus, a trip to the dentist that's actually more like a trip to the spa with massages and refreshments and movies. We'll see you tomorrow.
This weekend, National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds. Clothing from $10. Levi's, Guess, Calvin Klein, Polo, Echo, Sean John, LEI, FUBU, Abercrombie & Fitch, Hilfiger, more. Children's jeans, $6. Leather jackets from just $49. Shoes from $10. Nike, Reebok, Fila, Adidas, more. Leather boots, $19. Perfume, $19. Obsession, Issey Miyake, Cool Water, Curve, White Diamond, Eternity, Escape, Tommy, more. Watches, Seiko, Citizen, Fossil, more. Beautiful jewelry, rings, and chains. National Peanut Festival. Friday noon to 10, Saturday 10 to 9, Sunday 11 to 6.
This is it. This is what it's all about. On the farm in Indiana, grow up, you dream about this moment. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Shaq's on the bench, he fouled out, all the pressure, it all comes down to O'Donnell. Down by 1. Jordan's guarding me. MJ, you got nothing for me. You can't handle that crossover. 3 seconds on the clock. He fakes left. Goes to his right. Pumps. Shoot. He was fouled. Can I get a call here? Somebody blow the whistle.
We've got all the local news coming up on WTVY News 4 this morning.
The following is a paid commercial presentation.
Hey, thanks for watching. This is the Debbie and Kevin Show, and I am Kevin Trudeau.
And I'm Debbie Fletch.
We have a great show today. If you're watching right now and you're concerned about your health, if you're concerned about cancer, heart disease, acid reflux, is that what they call it? Acid reflux?
Yeah.
Indigestion, gas, bloating, a whole bunch of health issues. We have one of the most fascinating guests we've ever had on the show. We interviewed this fellow in our show.
UK.